Here are 3 tactics for law firm marketing success. Hi, I'm Ryan Gray from Law Firm Marketing Hub, and I'd like to run you through 3 tactics that I think are really underutilized by a lot of law firms. The first one is LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn is a pool of typically business oriented people. And if you tap into business oriented people, even if you have a business to consumer service, so let's say that it's something like family law or personal injury or something like that. The question is, do people on LinkedIn, do business owners, do they have accidents? Do they get divorced? Do they do the same things that normal people do? Yes, they do. But the thing is, these guys typically have a lot more money because they run a business or are business inclined or are business oriented. And so as a direct result, you're actually tapping into a pool of higher end clients. So you can start using LinkedIn to generate better quality inquiries for your business. And there's a number of ways to do that. And I actually recommend, and this is the second thing, creating video. Now, I came across somebody using AI to create their videos, and I thought that was an interesting approach. And they actually had a decent number of views. Like, it wasn't terrible, it wasn't amazing, but it also wasn't terrible. And I think the key is to generate content that people really, really need to know and create things of interest that people are actually going to consume that helps them with the pain that they're actually in. This also sets you up as the trusted advisor as well. Now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend starting with AI because conveying personality is going to be done much better if you are actually on camera. And look, it's really easy. All you need is a phone and you can create some really, really good video. The key is getting good content. And we have tons of ideas on how to actually do that. Now, if you are genuinely bad on camera, and I did actually have one client who this was the case for. Normally, when we add video to a landing page, it increases the number of inquiries that come through that page. However, this particular client was so bad on camera that they actually came to our office, we videoed them, and it was professionally done, but they were just really terrible. They were so bad that when we put their video up, it actually reduced their conversion rate and reduced their number of inquiries. And that was an absolute disaster. I felt really bad for them. But at the same time, it is what it is. And look, if that's you and you know it's you, then sure, jump on AI. There's a lot of tools out there that can be used. And that might be a solution where you can produce useful videos without having to be on camera. But if you are even remotely good, even if you're not horrible, that's the bar here. If you're not horrible, then I highly recommend that you get on camera, become the face of your firm, because increasingly in the attention economy that we live in, it's so important that you can capture and hold people's attention. And part of that is being relatable. And when you're relatable, people will trust you more. And when they trust you more, they buy faster, and they spend more money. And this is as long as you're not saying the same thing as everyone else, which is that you're a leading law firm, that you care, that you can get a better result. All of these things that are just standard that everybody says, you do have to be a little bit unique. And that can come across through your personality in your video. Now, this is going to annoy a few people, but in this attention economy, being the face of the business is now a non-negotiable. People want to know about you. They want to consume you and your content, your firm, your information, your personality before they do business. Anyone who's able to do that is going to beat those who are not. Because what it does is it takes you from a commodity being just in the same bucket as everybody else, because everyone's literally saying the same thing, where they're just pulling the cheapest one out and that's it. They're just selecting the cheapest because what else do they have to compare on? In contrast, if you are able to present your firm as an industry leader genuinely by helping to solve their problems, obviously without letting the cat out of the bag, but genuinely helping people and giving them useful information, then you're going to eclipse everybody else who's playing in the same space. Now, the third tip is to repurpose your video. Now, this is a really inexpensive way to get a massive amount of coverage. You can take your video and you can create blogs and articles and emails and press releases and shorts, like short pieces of content that are less than 60 seconds that are attention grabbers. And you can use those on places like TikTok and YouTube Shorts and any kind of video platform that accepts that type of video. And you can end up with this amazing trust ecosystem that starts to build your authority in your prospect's mind, your prospective client. And as a direct result, as I said before, they actually buy faster, spend more, and are nurtured better than your competitors. They turn up trusting you instead of just wondering who you are, wondering if they should go with you, wondering if they've made a good decision even, just based on the price. So there's a few good tips that we use with our clients to get the massive leverage on minimal effort. Because really all it's going to take is 1 to 2 hours a month of creating videos. And if those videos are useful, you can get a lot of traction with those. You can repurpose them across multiple different platforms and modalities. You can even put out podcasts and those kinds of things. And that can really build your authority in the client's mind. So enjoy these 3 underutilized tactics for law firms.